guys, I'm Laura Vitale. On this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I'm going to show you how to make my blueberry buttermilk pancakes. They're like pancakes, times 100. They're just delicious, and I was going to grab for a blueberry and eat it right now. I don't know why. Let me take you over the ingredients so we can get started. You'll need some all-purpose flour, blueberries, buttermilk, melted butter, the eggs. I have 2 eggs that I've separated, the whites and the yolks, baking soda, baking powder, salt, and sugar. Okay, let's go right into it. Let's mix up the dry ingredients first and get them out of the way. In this big bowl, I'm going to put in my flour and my baking powder, soda, salt, and also my sugar. Just going to mix this really quickly. All right. Now I'm going to take a couple tablespoons of the flour mixture and coat the blueberries with it, just to make sure that they they spread out evenly throughout the batter. I'm going to put these 2 over here, and I'm going to work on the wet batter. In this big measuring cup, I'm going to pour in the buttermilk. If you can't get buttermilk at your local supermarket, go to laurinthekitchen.com and you can kind of get my recipe on how to make buttermilk at home. So I'm putting in the butter, the egg yolks, and buttermilk, the butter, and egg yolks. I'm just going to mix this all together. That's done. And now, the last step of the batter, we're going to whip up the egg whites. And I do that so that you get a really sort of light and fluffy pancake. And it's like when you cook it, it becomes just like really puffy and light, and that's because we're going to whip up the egg whites into the nice stiff peaks, and then we're going to fold them in. These are just where I want them. All right, set this aside. And now we're going to pretty much put the whole thing together. I'm going to pour my wet into my dry. Just mix it in. I'll use the same beaters. Whoops. Got on me. That's all right. And now you're going to fold in your egg whites. Just because you don't want to deflate them. Otherwise, there's no purpose of whipping them up in the first place. Just fold in your blueberry mixture, and don't overwork it. Just kind of fold them in until you can no longer see the dry ingredients. Looks good. Okay, I have my griddle here preheating over medium heat. Just going to brush it I'm going to spray it, I should say, with some non-stick cooking spray. You can also brush it with butter. I'm using a 1/3 cup measuring cup to make sure everything is nice and even. And then just mound them up. Probably going to use that to help me. There you go. My last 2 are done. They only cook for about 2 to 3 minutes or so. I'll put that on my plate. And that up here. It depends, depending on how, your temperature. Mine's over medium heat, so you want to cook them over medium heat. Otherwise, they'll cook on the outside, but not on the inside. Super fluffy. Woo! Obviously, when I bring it to the table, I'm going to bring some maple syrup, but for right now, it's yummy. It's very fluffy. It's very, very fluffy, but that is what makes it so, so yummy. It's really simple. It's really easy. Go to www.laurinthekitchen.com to get the recipe. I hope you enjoyed them with your family on a weekend morning, and let me know how it goes. Let me know how you like them, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.